Hello traders, you can download a free Forex robot for MT4 and MT5 that has lots of indicators and candlestick patterns built in by using the link in the description below. So in this review, I am going through the DaVinci EA for MT4. I'll walk through the MQL5 Marketplace page, break down what the developer is presenting, and then move into historical testing so we can understand how this system is structured and how it behaves in real conditions. Starting here on the marketplace page, DaVinci EA is developed by Dmitry Shutov. It is priced at 360 US dollars with a rental option of 30 US dollars per month. The developer also positions this as a prototype version of their larger DaVinci trading system, which they describe as a top tier ongoing project with continuous updates and improvements. Now, from the description, they mention that this EA is intended to be a long-term evolving product. And they also highlight support and future upgrades as part of the offering. So this is clearly being presented as a developing system rather than a static EA. Now, moving into the technical section, the developer states that the EA is based on grid trading with martingale principles. All right, and that already gives us a key idea of how the system behaves structurally, especially in terms of trade management and position layering. They also mention that the EA is multi-currency capable with a recommendation to use it across 4 to 6 currency pairs. So instead of a single chart setup, this is designed to operate across multiple symbols at the same time. Another important detail is the setup requirement. The EA runs on the H1 time frame, and there is a mandatory configuration step involving a price parameter. All right. Now, the developer explains that these values should be taken from the broker's point cost for each pair, which means setup accuracy is important for correct operation. There are also additional notes about adjusting parameters for JPY pairs or symbols with different decimal structures, which suggests the EA requires careful configuration depending on the instrument being traded. Moving into the features section, the EA automatically manages magic numbers ranging from 1 to 20, which suggests it can handle multiple trade instances or multiple pairs simultaneously without manual intervention. The developer also mentions that sent accounts are recommended, although not strictly required. Now, that usually indicates the system is designed to handle smaller position scaling environments, especially when managing multiple trades or layered positions, right? So now, before going into backtesting, I want to highlight that the recommended approach is multi-currency usage across several pairs on the H1 time frame. So for the testing section, I just want to observe how the system behaves under those conditions, especially across correlated movements and broader market cycles. Now, moving into the back testing section, I want to focus on how the EA behaves historically based on its grid structure and martingale logic. These types of systems typically show very different behavior depending on market direction, volatility, and how price moves across multiple layers of positions. Starting from the strategy tester report displayed here, I can see that from an initial deposit of $20,000, the total net profit was over $44,200, and the total trades taken were 1,889, out of which 1,249 were profitable, giving us a 66.12% win rate and this test was conducted this was from 20th January 2016 to 1st November 2019. All right. Okay, and then this balance equity curves look pretty interesting. There was significant drawdown at this point. We can see some noticeable drawdowns on several intervals, on several locations. All right, you can see especially this one. This was quite a sharp drawdown that the EA recorded here. Drawdown of over 50%, if I'm not mistaken. All right. Now let us head over to our strategy tester. Let's see how this EA actually behaved over the past 3 months. So I tested the DaVinci EA on Euro USD on the H1 time frame over the past 3 months. All right. So I can see that from an initial deposit of $10,000, the total net profit was 383.52, and the total trades taken were 121, out of which 85 were profitable, giving us a 70.25% win rate. So I can see that the largest profit made was 130.07, and the largest loss was 54.33. The average profit was 9.82, while the average loss was 12.53. And that tells me that the risk to reward ratio is pretty bad, right? Because the average loss is greater than the average profit. Okay, and now looking at the maximal consecutive profit, it was 10 with 224. The maximum consecutive wins. Sorry, maximum consecutive wins was 10, and it's the same, right, with the maximal consecutive profit as well. 224.68 was the value. Now looking at the consecutive losses, 10 as well, but 290.73 was the value. So this shows that the risk to reward ratio is pretty bad, right? But the win rate, would have impacted the positive net profit that we are seeing here, even though the win rate is not all that excellent, but at least it's not surprising to see that the EA generated about 3.8% from the deposit. But let's turn on the visuals. Let's see how the EA looks like in action. Okay, so as I go through the historical charts, I just want to see how the trades are, added into the grid structure. We can see that here, right? You can see how the EA is adding trades right into the grid structure. Although you can see both opposing trades, are being used with different lot sizes, right? So we can see how the EA does it when price moves strongly in one direction versus ranging conditions. Right now, one thing I would always recommend is running longer term testing yourself as well, so that you can get a more complete understanding of how the EA behaves across different market environments. Grid-based systems especially can behave very differently depending on trends, and volatility cycles. So looking at the historical testing performance, I am treating this purely as historical backtest results. Performance can vary significantly depending on risk settings, lot sizing, broker execution, spread, slippage, and how the EA is optimized across multiple pairs. Now, from a structural point of view, DaVinci EA is clearly built around a grid system with martingale principles, meaning trade exposure can increase as the system manages positions over time. That makes configuration and risk control extremely important, especially in live conditions. So overall, this is a complex multi-currency system that requires proper setup and understanding before use. The developer emphasizes configuration steps heavily, which suggests that results will depend strongly on how accurately the setup is followed. So if you found any value in this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications for more valuable trading insights. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.